The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on beautiful Rose Lake. Vergas State Bank, your locally owned community full-service bank. Vergas Event Center for gatherings large or small, including weddings. Vergas Liquor Store, where all the profits profit Vergas.
Make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hanson. Thanks for joining us today on this brisk morning. I'm here with the guys from the Veterans Memorial, and it's just been so exciting, you guys, to see this all come together. And I know that they just got done laying some concrete this last week, and I'm also a member of the park board for the city of Vergas, and we just look at it as such a nice addition to the city of Vergas. And so, again, I applaud you guys. I know I've been applauding you all along with it, but it's just really awesome to see where it's at right now. What we're going to talk about today a little bit is Lyle's going to give us a little bit of an idea of a couple of events that are kind of coinciding with the veterans, and then I'm going to ask each of these guys, Denny and John and Henry, and kind of where you're at as far as feeling as that you've gotten this far with this memorial park. And so I think I'm going to turn it over to Lyle, and you go ahead and tell us what you got going on, Lyle.
Good morning. First of all, I want to mention that we're going to have on November 16th, it's a Wednesday, our 5th annual Veterans Appreciation Dinner. It'll be held at the Frazee Event Center, and it's open to anyone. The veterans, which I should mention first, it'll be sponsored by the Lions Group of Vergas, Frazee, Wolf Lake, and the Four Corners. And it's free to the veterans and their spouses and or one guest. So
I'm going to interject. Any veteran that is listening to this and can come to this dinner.
Correct. But we need to get people to sign up so we have an account for the number of people. Yep. And so just contact one of us. And so it's we'll have a speaker. Will be Jane Mateka from the VA in Fargo. She's the president of the honor flight for North Dakota and Minnesota, and it's an outstanding program that these people put on. Talked to a lot of different people that have been on the flight, and it's awesome. We'll also have a very rewarding group coming in, which we've had in the past, is Quilts of Valor, and I know my wife is a part of it. John's wife is a part of it. And they do such a awesome job. It's so personal, awarding quilts. So if anybody knows anybody that has not awarded a quilt, who's been touched by war, please contact us.
Explain the Quilts of Valor to me. I'm not,
It was a group, a lady started this a number of years ago, I think it was in 2005 or something, where she just... Her son was in the war, and it was I can't say the whole story about it. My wife, but yeah, and it was just that they felt that a quilt just meant meaning, it meant warmth and comfort to these people, veterans that were overseas or whatever. And I've been on my wife on various occasions, and it's very touching. So,
awesome.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I keep interjecting you, so maybe that's why. Just tell me a little bit more about the dinner, the time, the place, and stuff like that, just so people, kind of have a little bit of a better idea of that. Just one more time on that, Lyle.
Yeah, the dinner, like I said, will be at the Frazee Event Center, Wednesday, November 16th. We start at 5 o'clock as a social, and 5:45 to 6 o'clock we'll start the dinner, and hopefully, like last year, we'll have everybody. We'll be closing the dinner thing at 8 o'clock. So so people get home and. Hopefully it's not storming like it did last year.
Right, yeah. We do have to start thinking about that. So I'm gonna divert it to you guys for a few minutes and let Lyle finish, with his notes there. Finish this up. But we've got Denny Brightsman, we've got Henry Diedrich, and we've got John Lotzer here too. And You guys have worked, can't tell you the number of times that I come by here and I see you guys working down here. So I think what I would like to do is just kind of have your little introspect on where it started and where we're at and how you're feeling about it. Denny, you can start.
Perfect. Good morning. When I look at this memorial now and all this new concrete that was just poured out here, we're so far beyond where I thought we would be, and so much nicer. If you haven't seen this memorial, you need to come see it. I think it speaks to the generosity of our community, because the donations that I thought would take 5 or 6 years took a year, and this is done. So, and I'm just going to add to Lyle, if you haven't been to one of these veterans dinners, it's a good steak. You get to visit with people. I bumped into a guy that I was in the same place with in Vietnam. You have a chance to visit a little bit, so please come.
Henry, what do you have to say about it?
Morning. I was really surprised too how far we've came with this in just this short amount of time, and I've heard a lot of comments about it, that it's really great, and it's also educational. One thing I do want to mention, I was here a couple months ago or a month ago, and this lady stopped by with a couple small children, I don't know, 8 or 10 years old, and she said, this looks like a nice place to sit. They had their lunch here, and she said, could you talk to the kids or explain it to them? And they asked about the flags, what they all meant, and then she asked if I had my name on a pillar, and I says yes. So she asked, what's your name? And she told the kids to look for it, and then they said, there it is, and then they seen Purple Heart on there. And she said, could you explain to them what a Purple Heart is? So I explained that to them, and they were quite excited. So it's also educational.
Oh. That's what you were hoping for, Henry, was for it to turn out that way. How about you, John?
Good morning. Yes, I think we're all very pleased the way how far we have come along with this park this year. We started about a year ago, and as you can see this year, just lately we had the arch behind us here, just the cement here lately, and we're all very happy with the way we've come. One more thing, if you have, like Lyle said, this Veterans Dinner coming up, if you have names for people to come, November 9th is the deadline, so we know the count on that. So that's all I got.
Go ahead, Lyle.
Yeah, this is pretty much in a nutshell. You guys nailed it. This is awesome. We do have some more items coming in yet this fall. A few more granite items. Hopefully, fall will be good to us. We have a lot more coming in next spring. So it's an ongoing. We want to keep this interesting, so when people come to visit or memorialize their loved ones, their family members, whatever, it's a good place to come. So,
Lyle, can they still get their names on something?
Yes, we do have one of the items coming in here within this hall. Is another pillar with names on. We do have one side that's full. We do have space for other names yet. So if you know someone who is a veteran, please get your names into it. And there's brochures on the site here in the little box back here. Various businesses have brochures. So, please contact us to get your name out there. And we see people stop here a lot. I've been all over, seen a lot of different parks, and they're all truly amazing. And we're proud of this one.
You know, you guys have every reason to be proud of this one. I know, Lyle, on the city website, they can also get some information also as far as, you know, how they can donate. And because it is something like this is upkeep, so you always have ongoing donations that you're willing to take in that too. And then as you're getting names in. But again, I applaud you guys. I hope that there's some veterans out there that will go ahead and give you their names and come to your awesome dinner. And just thank you guys for beautifying Vergas even more. You have a good day in Vergas.